everyone, and welcome back to Real Estate Unlocked, your go-to mini-series where we break down everything you need to know about buying and selling a home. In today's episode, we're looking at Section 18, Conveyancing Information and Direction in the Manitoba Offer to Purchase. So this part of the transaction focuses on the lawyers involved and how the legal side of the sale is handled once an offer has been accepted and all conditions have been fulfilled. So let's break it down. So once an offer becomes binding, meaning all conditions have been fulfilled, the deal becomes firm. At that point, the file moves into the legal stage, or also known as the closing stage. This is where the buyers and sellers' lawyers are going to step in and handle the conveyancing process, which is the legal transfer of ownership of the property. So Section 18 provides the information needed for that process to start. So in Part 1, we list the contact information for both the buyers and sellers' lawyers. This includes the lawyer's name, their firm, their office address, phone number, and their email. If a lawyer hasn't been chosen yet at the time the offer is written, that information can be added later. But once the deal is firm, both sides will need to appoint a lawyer to handle the closing. These lawyers are going to be responsible for transferring the title, preparing closing documents, handling the mortgage instructions, calculating adjustments, and making sure the funds move properly on possession day. Part 2 outlines how the legal process moves forward. So both the buyer and seller are directing their respective brokerages to send a copy of the accepted contract to their lawyers. It also authorizes the lawyers and brokerages to exchange documents and transfer funds between each other in order to complete the transaction. Today, most of this stuff is done electronically, which helps make the closing process faster and more efficient. So Section 18 connects the real estate side of the transaction with the legal side. Once everything is in place, the lawyers can begin preparing everything needed for closing day. That's it for today's episode of Real Estate Unlocked. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow along. Next week, we'll break down the final section of the new Manitoba Offer to Purchase. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.